Strap in. Buckle up. And start your engines. Police Interceptors.
Stay there, right.
Lincolnshire's finest on the front line in the war on crime.
Tell you what, go on then.
High speed.
80 miles an hour, it's utterly ridiculous.
High tech. And highly trained.
Calm down.
With 4 wheels on the road. Eyes in the sky. And 4 legs on the ground.
Come on, Cap, where is it?
This is Police Interceptors, chasing down lawbreakers.
Police!
Coming up, a close call. Barry's words of wisdom.
How old are you?
I'm 21. We are stranded.
And ugly enough to look after yourself.
That's a bit harsh.
Okay.
Oi.
And it's scrum down.
Do yourself a favour, calm down.
It's late, and Jim Woollerton and his colleague are on patrol. The roads may be quiet, but as ever, they're keeping their eyes peeled for anything dodgy. And they may have spotted something. They've just been overtaken by this motorcyclist who's speeding and riding erratically, so they're very keen to have a word with him. After a decade in the force, there's very little that gets past Jim. A self-confessed petrolhead, Jim's dream is to get behind the wheel of a Formula One car, although the finely tuned motors of the Interceptors fleet come a close second. Checks on the motorcycle have revealed that it's uninsured. That means it needs to be stopped.
I knew it was going to be insurance, Niall.
However, that could be easier said than done.
He's off.
With its 254 horsepower engine tucked under the bonnet, the Interceptor's BMW 530D is fast enough to keep up with most cars on the road. But when it comes to motorbikes, the Interceptors have to proceed with extreme caution.
Yes, he's failing to stop, mate. We're just over Pelham Bridge.
And as they hit the bends, it soon becomes clear that the rider of the bike is struggling to keep control. An inexperienced rider and wet tarmac can be a lethal combination. So in situations like this, the Interceptors always put the safety of the rider and the public first.
Yeah, breaking 9/8 of bike, we're going to abort of it.
With the suspect almost stacking it into a car and riding on the wrong side of the road, their cautious approach was spot on.
We are aborting, Emma. It's gone through a red light, approaching the railway crossing.
It's frustrating for the Interceptors.
We've lost it.
But the risk of an accident is just too great.
I strongly suspect that the rider doesn't know the area very well.
He's done a route, hasn't he? He's gone down Monk's Road, then back to Backham.
Working on Jim's theory that the two-wheel tearaway isn't familiar with the area, the lads check out the routes they suspect the biker has taken in the hope they get lucky. Their persistence has paid off, and once again, they've got the rider in their sights.
Yes, he's back down Broadgate towards Pelham Bridge again. Just follow at a distance, mate. We're not pursuing him.
They're trying to keep the bike in view without spooking the rider or causing him to take any unnecessary risks.
Not too fast.
Yeah.
Just let him go.
Yeah.
With other units moving in, there's a possibility they may be able to safely bring the motorcyclist to a halt, if they can find him.
Go left.
Once again, the biker's given them the slip.
The temporary loss again. Well, he could have gone on the footpath,
Oh, I
maybe.
see, right.
The problem with motorbikes is that they can go pretty much anywhere.
If I was doing what he'd done, I was on a motorbike, I'd have gone where the car can't follow, and that is down the pavement.
Some intelligence has come through which suggests the bike may have been spotted at a block of flats. Could it be third time lucky for the boys? Sure enough, as they arrive at the address, they're greeted by a familiar sight. It's no wonder the rider's scarpered, because as Jim gives the bike a butcher's, it's dodgier than a £6 note.
It is red hot. It's been resprayed, look. Sprayed over some stickers.
You would give me with a quality bike such as this?
We can't give any paperwork to the registered keeper because we don't know the registered keeper is. We don't actually know the true identity of the bike. We think it's a 400, whereas PNC thinks it's a 600, so it's clearly a spurious identity. In short, it'll be held for a fortnight and then it'll be scrapped. It will be no more. It's going to its final resting place.
Neither the owner nor the rider of the motorcycle was ever identified. So a few weeks later, the bike had a pressing engagement with the crusher. Still to come, Barry's brought to book.
I will ring the police and have you arrested for treating this gentleman unlawfully. At the end of the day,
Nothing whatsoever
does not matter
to do with
I
you.
can be-
The Sarge puts his sleuthing skills to good use,
I'd imagine it's for someone to live in.
and Carl plays catch-up.
Yeah, it's a motorbike that's going really quite quickly.
Coming up, a bribe for Barry,
I'm willing to delete this tape if you let him go.
You're attempting to bribe me now.
I'm not trying to bribe you at all, officer.
Is a criminal offence.
home truths,
And at that speed, you've got that to react. Before you know it, you'll be off.
and tempo gets tough.
If you want to kill yourself, that's one thing. But he's got no choice, has he?
More often than not, speeding motorists are quick to pull over when they see the flashing blue lights in their rearview mirror. However, some drivers simply refuse to stop. It's the early hours of the morning, and the Interceptors are searching the roads around Grantham for a BMW that's already evaded them in a pursuit, which reached speeds of 120 miles an hour. It's 30 minutes since the car was last seen, but the Interceptors are still trawling the area. Suddenly, the BMW appears and the pursuit is back on. The driver still has no intention of stopping for a chat. As the cars pass another stationary interceptor unit on the left, they spin their car round and join the pursuit. The fleeing driver now has 2 cop cars on his tail. He could soon have even more company, because the Interceptors are relaying his every move to other units in the area,
Left towards Grantham.
who are closing in, ready to bring this fella to a halt. The driver of the BMW is believed to be uninsured. And then there are the small matters of failing to stop, speeding and driving dangerously.
Go left, Carlton Street towards Sutbrook.
The driver of the BMW might well think he's got the better of the Interceptors, but actually he's exactly where they want him, and is in fact speeding towards a well-laid trap. An officer is lying in wait at the top of the hill, ready to use a retractable bed of spikes, otherwise known as a stinger, on the BMW's tyres. It looks as though the driver didn't see it. But to avoid it themselves, the Interceptors have to swerve out of the way. With the car still reaching speeds of 100 miles an hour, it's not yet clear whether or not the stingers worked.
Yeah, he's blowing down. Just give him a second. We'll be on rims in a minute.
But as the Interceptors catch up, it looks as though the stinger spikes have done their job.
His near side tyres are down.
Realising the game is up, the driver comes to a halt, though the Interceptors still need to get hold of him. It's not uncommon for drivers to try and make a run for it. But as the in-car footage shows, any ideas this chap had of having it away on his toes were quite literally crushed. The 18-year-old behind the wheel admitted to dangerous driving, failing to stop, and driving without insurance on a provisional licence while unsupervised. He was sentenced to 6 months at a young offenders institution and banned from driving for 4 years. With the majority of the county tucked up in bed, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the late shift in Lincolnshire is a quiet one. But you'd be wrong. It's almost 1:30 in the morning and Barry Peach is on patrol. Always proactive, Barry's trawling the back streets on the hunt for anything suspicious. And something's grabbed his attention.
Car parked here. I've seen a lad walk up the road past us and it's got a couple of lads in. Bit suspicious, 1:30 in the morning, so I was going to check him out. The other lad's disappeared. Doesn't... Oh, yep, he might be coming back.
Suspecting that this lad is the driver of the car parked up in front of him, Barry wants to know what's going on.
Is this your vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you doing here?
To see a mate, but he's not in.
You just come to see a mate?
Yeah, but he said he's going to meet me here, but he's not. So.
What, outside the shop here, or...?
Yeah, it's like meeting him here and going back to his, but obviously not.
Right.
After being stood up by his mates, presumably this lad will be hitting the road, which brings Barry to his next question.
Yeah, drink at all tonight? No, not really, or...
No, I haven't had a drink.
You didn't have a drink?
Nope.
Okay. You drove this vehicle here, did you?
Hey?
You drove this vehicle
Yeah,
here,
I
did
did.
you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to provide me a specimen of the breath for the purpose of the breath test, all right? I think you might have had a drink.
Okay.
All right, mate.
If this lad hasn't had a drink like he says, then he'll be on his way with his mates in a matter of minutes.
When did you last have a drink?
About 15 minutes ago.
Well, I've been here 15 minutes already.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, when I literally came back.
Right.
Like.
Well, I saw you walk from there down to there and back again.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, 15, 20 minutes ago?
Probably, yeah, somewhere.
Okay, go for the tube.
This fella doesn't know if he's coming or going. Just now he said he hadn't had a drink all night. But Barry's breath test machine will sort that out. Time to find out whether or not he's been drinking.
Right, provide a positive specimen of breath.
The results are in. And with a reading of 45, he's over the legal limit of 35.
So you've not had a drink since you've left that car, walked down the road and come back to me? No. No, okay. Right, I'm arresting you for providing me with a positive specimen of breath, okay?
Just grab my fax.
Just bear with me a second.
That's right.
It's not looking good for the driver, but his so-called mate is more worried about himself.
Do you not need cuffs or?
Yeah, I'll get them in a minute, mate.
What are we meant to do? We're stranded.
Just wait for me. Sit in the car.
Rather than sit tight, this fella's trying to teach Barry how to suck eggs.
You're not legally allowed to leave us stranded anyway, so you're supposed to get us a lift home.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Yeah.
We are stranded.
Old enough and ugly enough to look after yourself.
That's a bit harsh.
Okay.
Excuse me, you've said that on camera.
Yeah.
That's offensive, right?
No,
we
it's
are
not
stranded.
offensive.
We live in Billingham, and you...
Hey.
Us.
I want my phone.
No. You come in here because you are under arrest. Okay, you'll do what I'm saying.
How am I going to get hold of people?
We'll
if I haven't
sort
got
that
my phone?
out when I've got some
How am I
people
going to
here.
sort it out when I've got my
Surely
number?
you're not supposed to leave. I'm not obstructing you. You can arrest him. I'm asking you a
Go
simple question.
and sit in the car.
How am I going to get
When
hold
I've
of
sorted him out, I'll come and speak to you, like I've already said to you.
Right.
Go
so
and
you
sit in the
explain
car.
Then how I'm supposed to get home? That involves a response.
If this lad keeps bending Barry's ear, then he'll end up getting himself a lift to the station along with his mate in the back of a police van.
I'm
Excuse
asking you
me.
a question. Will you be
Look.
able to sort me out transport because I'm stranded?
And what have I told you? What did I tell
Get
you?
in the car. You've not
Yes.
answered my question.
Yes. Just ask your mates to go away.
Hey, can you just go away, please?
Having nipped that in the bud, Barry can get on with his arrest.
Yeah, Oakwood Avenue. I've got one in custody. Could I have transport for please?
But it isn't long before the mouthy mate is back for another pop at Barry. and it would appear that he's appointed himself as the driver's legal advisor.
And I will ring the police and have you arrested for treating this gentleman unlawfully. Do you understand? I'll ring the police right now if you do not answer me.
I ain't got to answer him at all.
You haven't got to
I'll ring
answer
it. Hello, can I have the police,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
Unbelievably, this know-it-all is now calling the police on the police. But after hitting a dead end on the phone, the wannabe barrister is now using it to gather evidence.
I'm going to start recording this now for evidence.
Yeah, he will not give his oath.
Okay?
Barry's found himself in the middle of a courtroom drama. The only problem is that this fella's case is about as watertight as a paper bag.
So just get this clear, okay? What's happening here is between him and me.
Public citizens.
Nothing to do with you.
You're a public
You go and
servant.
sit in your
At the end
car.
of the day, you need to do a public.
So, can you just confirm that you're arresting him for being drunk and that's it?
I'm not confirming anything because it's between him and me.
Why are you answering me, officer?
Because I don't have to and I don't need to.
You have to be honest, officer, I'm willing to delete this tape if you let him go. Because this is ridiculous and you are going to get in a lot of trouble for this.
So are you attempting to bribe me now?
I'm not trying to bribe you at all, officer.
That is a criminal offence.
No, I said
which
I'm
you can
willing.
be
I didn't say I
arrested.
will.
Okay?
Willing
That
and will is a
bribe,
different thing.
Okay?
I think I've got the evidence I need. So I'll pause this and I'll let you go about your business. But this will be going online first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you very much.
Court adjourned. It looks as though this lad's legal career is over before it's even begun.
Here we go.
He'll be spending the night in a cold car, while his former client is taken to the nick on suspicion of drink driving.
It's been searched. So.
Got my phone while I'm on my way, please?
No.
It turned out that the driver never needed his mate's legal aid, because further tests at the station revealed that he was under the limit, and so he was released without charge. Tonight, Carl Warrener is on the late shift in Lincoln city centre. He may be Carl the copper now, but before becoming an interceptor, Carl was more like Bob the builder when he plied his trade as a DIY store manager. No sooner has he hit the main road than Carl spots a speed demon in the distance.
It's a motorbike that's going really quite quickly.
But he's struggling to catch up. It would appear that the biker really is burning rubber. As Carl catches up, the big blue lights bring the Valentino Rossi wannabe into the pits.
You're right.
Yeah.
I stopped you because you're going far too fast.
Way too quick, yeah.
How fast were you going?
60 mile per hour.
Yeah. Just come and have a look in the video, young man. In the front, mate, please, yeah.
Thanks to the cameras in his car, Carl's treating the biker to an action replay of his reckless riding.
You see my speed there? Yeah. Quickly, my speed's, getting up in excess of 50 miles an hour, 60. He's still accelerating away in the distance. Or it's all in a 30 mile an hour limit, this.
Travelling at these speeds is dangerous on any road, but to do it in a city centre is simply suicide, and Carl knows it.
I can't stress enough, matey, if you, you might be a very, very good rider, but travelling at nearly midnight through Lincoln town centre, a pedestrian, some drunken idiot to step out in front of you, and at that speed you've got that to react, and before you know it you'll be off.
Carl's speaking from experience, because working as an interceptor means that he's seen his fair share of motorcycle fatalities.
I dealt with it exactly the same bike as that a few years ago, coming in the opposite direction. A young lad on a Bandit motorbike, and he wasn't particularly doing anything wrong other than going a little bit quick. A bloke pulled out of a driveway just up the road here, and I had to go around and tell his mum he was killed.
Tough home truths told. How will Carl deal with this lad?
Have you got any points on your licence at the minute?
Yeah, I've got 3 points on my licence.
Have you?
Clocked at over double the limit, and with 3 points already on his licence, this chap could find himself swapping his bike for the bus.
And in a 30 mile an hour, you know, you're potentially up to double the speed limit, okay? It'll mean you're going straight to court, possibly getting a huge fine, if not a disqualification, all right? What I'm going to do is offer you a way out of this, all right? I've put on the ticket exceeding the 30 mile an hour at 40, because I think as a young rider, you'll possibly benefit from attending one of our speed awareness courses, all right? Please, you know, if I've achieved anything today at work, if it slows you down and, you know, in the future, all right?
Carl's given this lad a huge break today. Not only has he saved him from a hefty fine, but it's entirely possible that he's also saved his licence. And it seems his hard-hitting message might have sunk in.
It's definitely the wrong thing to do, going too quick. But like you rightly said, there's been plenty of deaths on Canakill here. If someone just pull out a driveway that sort of speed, you've got no stopping distance at all. It'll either send you over the top of the car or, you know, that's it, game over. My mum is going to belt me. She's going to kick my head in.
So as the young rider heads home, he may well need that crash helmet when his mum finds out what he's been up to.
He's a young driver. He's already got 3 points on his licence. So I've given him the opportunity to attend one of our speed awareness courses. You know, using some discretion. I think that's the best course of action and would be more beneficial to him. And hopefully, who knows, you know, prevent him from being involved in a serious collision where he's going to get seriously injured or worse. So, yeah, so that's how we've dealt with it.
Still to come, Brigginshaw breaks out the big guns.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Dude, do not move that hand again. I'll deck you, mate. You understand?
John's secret passion is revealed.
Means a lot to the heart, this, just getting a caravan returned to its rightful owner.
And a ticking off from Tempo.
It's not funny. If you want to kill yourself, that's fair enough.
Coming up, Capesy's under pressure.
I'm not allowing you to go to this way. You go that way.
Tempo's on top of the situation.
I'm restrained, but get him off me.
And the Sarge is in a spin.
Stand aside, PC Willie.
It's late afternoon, and at Lincoln Nick, Mike Tempo Templeman is heading out on patrol. Usually the vehicle of choice for sergeants, today Tempo's going up in the world as he's bagged the mighty X5. Tempo thinks policing is the perfect profession. But when he isn't cleaning up the streets of Lincolnshire, techie lover Tempo can be found playing with his impressive collection of gadgets. Cruising the streets in a fluorescent X5 isn't exactly what you'd call low-profile policing. But nevertheless, Tempo's managed to get behind what he suspects is an unsafe driver.
Following the silver KA, looks like the driver isn't wearing his seatbelt. I thought I could see it up by the side of the door, so I'll just run it through PNC and then stop him and have a chat.
Not only is this guy a danger to himself, but as the results come back, it sounds as though he could also be uninsured.
Is she the only person on the insurance?
With a man driving, but only a woman on the insurance policy for the car, this chap has some explaining to do.
Oh, so just jump out a second. Why is that little one not wearing a seatbelt?
It's fun, and don't forget.
Just forget?
Yeah, and don't forget put.
Why weren't you wearing your seatbelt?
Sorry?
You weren't wearing your seatbelt either.
No.
I know you weren't.
No, I just.
No,
now.
you weren't. You weren't wearing your seatbelt.
No, I just now.
No, because I saw it here.
Yeah, but I just now put it. Oh, take.
No, you didn't. When I was following you, you weren't wearing a seatbelt. More importantly, if you want to kill yourself, that's one thing. But he's got no choice, has he?
Yeah, it's my fault.
It is your fault.
It would appear that the driver isn't the only one who wasn't buckled up, as there's a young boy in the back with no seatbelt on either. Failing to wear a seatbelt is an offence punishable by a hefty fine. But Tempo's not done yet.
Have you got insurance? Because it's in the female's name.
Sorry?
It's in a female's name, the insurance. Have you got any ID on you?
No.
You got no ID on you?
No.
With no proof of insurance and no ID, it isn't looking good.
Have you got a driving licence?
No, I'm not.
No driving licence. Well, forget that then. Right.
Tempo's established that this chap doesn't have a driver's licence, and that means he can't be insured.
I'm seizing the vehicle. Okay? I'll give you some paperwork to explain how you can get the vehicle back. Okay, it'll be recovered, and then you have to pay the recovery agent. Okay, if you want to get it back.
Uninsured drivers cost the UK at least £380 million every year, which adds over £30 to everyone else's insurance policies. As this fella's been caught, his car is being seized. But it gets worse.
Because there's 3 offences, I'm not going to give you a ticket, I'm going to report you straight to court. I'm going to report you for driving otherwise in accordance with your licence, driving the vehicle with no insurance, and danger of injury due to the way in which carried, for the fact that you're not wearing your seatbelt and you're responsible for your passengers, okay? If they're that young. 3-year-old, he's not wearing he's not on a booster seat and he's not got a seatbelt on. You have a crash in that, he's going straight out the window or going straight into the back of his brother. And you'll be responsible. Okay? Serious stuff. It's not funny.
Yeah.
If you want to kill yourself, that's fair enough.
I believe him.
All right?
Yeah.
So?
Thanks to Tempo's eagle eye, that's one less uninsured driver on the UK's roads. And after his day in court, the driver was handed a 6-month ban, 6 points on his licence, and over £300 in fines.
What started off as quite a simple stop for no seatbelt, where he'd have probably got a ticket, ended up with him being reported to go to court. That'll get recovered now, and then he can explain himself to Lincoln Magistrates Court when he gets served.
Theft is one of the biggest problems the police deal with. Although today, Sergeant John Moon is looking into a case that's slightly more unusual.
We're on the way to a traveller's site. I believe there's some officers on the site at the moment that have recovered a stolen caravan.
The caravan was spotted by the owner from the roadside. Although as the police don't exactly receive the red carpet treatment when they turn up at travellers' sites, John will be looking to get this done as quickly as possible.
Well, hopefully, to hitch the caravan up and get off the site without incident. And you tend to find they're probably most out at work this time of day.
As a copper, John's seen and done it all. But when he isn't on patrol, one of his guilty pleasures is caravanning. So today, he's like a child in a sweet shop.
Be careful with this, won't you? I mean a lot to me these days.
Transport manager.
As someone who loves nothing more than hitching up his own caravan, John can't resist the chance to check out this one. After a quick poke around, John's not blown away with the calibre of this caravan, although he does think that someone else might have been prepared to call it home.
I don't think there's a great deal of monetary value in this one. Who knows? Who knows? I'd imagine it's for someone to live in, I would think.
Having checked out the inside, it's time to get the caravan back to its rightful owner. Although now they're moving it, one of the locals wants to know what's going on.
Hey, I think these lads will be all right, aren't they? Yeah.
It looks like the little expert was right. Because after almost losing it,
I'm behind it,
and John saving it, the lads get the caravan hooked up. Before they leave, John treats one of the team to a spot of on-the-job training as he shows off his expert knowledge.
This will be registered with Chris, which is a caravan recovery insurance. Somewhere there should be a chassis plate on it. Normally they're just here. Certainly on my caravan it's there.
In case you hadn't noticed, John's taking particular pleasure with this job.
It means a lot to the heart, this is getting a caravan returned to its rightful owner.
Recovering the caravan is one thing, although John's doubtful that catching the culprit will be as straightforward.
The caravan's been left on site, it's been unattended, so if anyone's been in it, there could be a multitude of fingerprints in there, which are, you know, to pick out the criminal from that is going to be very difficult. And Stolen property returned to its rightful owner, so yes, it is a good result.
However, when the owner gets to take a look at his pride and joy, it turns out that this isn't such a happy ending after all.
What's gone missing?
I nicked the awning.
Yeah.
Brand new awning.
Yeah.
All the stuff that's inside, all the blankets, all the personal stuff. Nicked the toilet. Nicked all the stuff, basically everything that you have in there, pots, pans, knives, forks.
So basically they nicked it to strip it down, basically. That looked by the looks of it. Crikey, so there's a few £100 worth of stuff's gone nicked then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the number plate's gone as well on the back. So, I hope you haven't been driving that illegally, lads.
We need a big boy on this side.
Stand aside, PC Willie.
I'll go over.
With everything from the cutlery to the carsy on the missing list, the police will be launching an investigation in the hope of tracking down the thief. Even though he's got it back, the owner's love affair with this caravan is well and truly over. And unfortunately for him, not even super keen caravanner John is interested in taking it off his hands.
That's his idea, to do it up and sell it now. Because I know I want to keep a caravan that somebody else has been using in those circumstances. I think I'll stay with my Abbey Spectrum, thank you.
Lincolnshire may be a beautiful county, but when night falls, the city centre can get ugly. Tonight, Tempo's on his way to use his powers of persuasion on a rowdy reveller who's had a skinful.
He's a short dude, blue t-shirts, jeans, black spiky hair. He's not taking no for an answer.
We'll see if we can convince him of it. There's a pub just up here on the precinct and there's a lad outside refusing to leave. Door staff have tried asking him, but he's decided he doesn't want to go, so we'll just go and have a chat with him.
So long as Tempo can get there in time, it usually only takes a few words to diffuse situations like this. Although as Tempo arrives, it's all kicking off.
Go on! Oi, 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 oi! Calm down, do yourself a favour, calm down. Calm down!
With two burly bouncers perched on top of him, this fella isn't going anywhere.
Get him Calm yourself down. Oi!
Get him off me.
Oi!
No, get him off me.
Oi! Shut up.
I am
Calm down.
Up,
Are you going to calm down?
Can you please get that fella off me there?
Not until you calm down.
Everyone, can you get him off me?
Calm down.
I'm calm down.
You're not calm at all.
I'm calm. Get him off me. This fella here, get him off me.
Yeah, it's fine. We've got him restrained. He's
I'm restrained.
Not causing us too much trouble now.
I'm restrained, but get him off me.
Chap, this time I'm arresting you for being drunk and disorderly.
Yeah, I'm going to prison, yeah.
You're not going to prison. Right, chap, calm yourself down. Do not kick off when I'm picking you up.
I'm fine.
Good. Come on then, bring your feet, bring up.
After being denied entry to the club and squashed by the bouncers, there won't be any last orders for this fella.
There's a fella out that door, though.
Say again?
I said, there's a fella at the door, don't deserve to be foreman.
Stop swearing.
Sorry.
This chap's clearly had one too many, and rather than one for the road, he's on his way to the cells at Lincoln Nick. And a night in there can be an extremely sobering experience.
It's quite a simple arrest, drunk and disorderly. He's well in drink and obviously can't handle his beer.
Back at the station, the lightweight was given a fixed penalty ticket for being drunk and disorderly and released the next morning. Maybe next time, he should stick to the shandies. It's midday, and Dan Brigginshaw is patrolling the streets of Spalding. Dan's recently earned his stripes and been promoted to sergeant after a decade in the job. He might have climbed the ranks, but Dan's as proactive as ever. And he's just spotted something that looks a bit iffy.
Drug deals take place there sometimes. Might just have a look at them.
Hello guys, how you doing, all right? How are you, all right?
Dan's getting through to one of them, but this fella's otherwise engaged.
Is he going to be on the phone for long, speak English?
Oh, no.
You're going to be on the phone long, I need to speak with you.
Mummy.
Yeah, I need to speak with you. You can phone her back. Thank you. Speak much English?
No,
Little. People sell drugs here, narcotics.
No drinks.
Drugs, narcotics.
Narcotics.
Yeah. So I'm going to make sure you guys haven't got any, okay? Because the dealing takes place here. So it's going to be a Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act.
These two don't seem to know what's going on. Eventually, the penny drops, and they realise that in fact they're being searched.
Stand up. Just keep your hands out. Okay. I'm Sergeant Bringet, you're entitled for a copy stop search form. That's for the next 12 months. You understand? Just keep your hands where I can see them. Do not move that hand again.
Dan's found something, so it's the cuffs for this chap.
I'll deck you, mate, if you move that hand again. You understand?
Tucked in the pocket of this lad's jeans was a small wrap. Dan warned him to keep his hands up, so when he didn't, he was told in no uncertain terms what could happen to him.
Any more on you? Any more drugs on you?
Any more?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
Yeah. What the hell?
Pull that phone down, son. Down.
It looks like phone a friend isn't going to be an option for this fella.
You listening?
Yeah.
You're under arrest, you understand that? Hence the handcuffs.
Yeah.
So you don't have to say anything but in your defence. You don't mention when questions such later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Pay attention. It's important.
With one lad in custody and destined for a trip to the Nick, Dan turns his attention to his mate.
Just keep your hands out of your pockets. Any drugs on you, narcotics?
I have narcotics.
Any?
No.
Okay.
Sensibly, he does as he's told.
It's coming up as no trace on PSC or on the DL system.
And with nothing on him, he's sent on his way.
You can go.
I'm go?
Yeah, go.
I'm okay. I'm no narcotics.
Yeah, go away then.
A couple of other drunken behaviour.
But this fella isn't going anywhere.
Hold on. Not too tight, are they?
No.
You all right?
It's okay. It's okay.
With his prisoner sitting comfortably,
Splendid, tap.
Dan takes a closer look at the wrap of white powder he was carrying.
MCAT.
No, I don't know.
Although any hopes Dan had of a compelling conversation are quickly quashed. He might not be talking, but Dan suspects it's a Class A drug. Back at the station, the mumbling man was released on police bail and will return at a later date once the powder's been tested and identified. Still to come, up close and personal,
Getting your camera out.
with a boozed up bozo.
What's that? You're laughing. He's laughing. What a pathetic little man.
Coming up, Cape C meets a pillar of the community.
I pay my way in life.
Calm down.
This
We're
is what-
shouting.
Today, Sarah Capes is one up in the unmarked Audi A3. She's got her eyes peeled for all sorts of road crime, from stolen motors to dodgy number plates. And she spotted someone who definitely hasn't got their full concentration on the road.
This female driver was on a mobile phone, so see what she's got to say for herself. I can't actually see whether she's still on it. I think she is. Just put it down.
The driver might have hung up now, but after being clocked by Sarah, she won't be getting away that easily. Known as Capesy to her colleagues, Sarah's rather partial to a uniform, because had she not opted for a career in the fast lane with the Interceptors, she'd be patching people up as a paramedic.
You've just gone past me, you've been on your phone. Okay, so I'm going to report you for defensive driving while using your mobile phone, okay? In relation to that, you didn't have to say anything. May harm in defence.
I'm a solicitor.
Oh, do you? Okay. Do you have your licence on you at all?
No.
Oh dear. As a solicitor, you'd think this lady would know better than to be using her phone while driving.
I literally just killed that call because I've got a system here and it didn't seem to
a Bluetooth?
pick up. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I have a Bluetooth, but for some reason it didn't pick up, so I just kind of tried to kill it.
Right.
Technical problems aside, Unfortunately for the driver, as soon as she used her mobile handset while driving, she was breaking the law.
What I do is fill in a report by the roadside, I send it off, and in a couple of weeks you'll get something through the post.
I'm a criminal lawyer.
Right.
You don't need to go through it all.
As someone in the know, the driver will also realise what's coming next. The possibility of points, a fine, or the option to attend a driver awareness course, which fortunately for her is what she received.
Going through all my caution and everything, she's stopping me saying she's a solicitor and she knows the ropes and everything else, but I still have to go through it. It's part of the process, so. And you get all the explanations on the back. Yeah. All right, okay, cheers.
Even solicitors can find themselves on the wrong side of the law. While their true expertise lies with road crime, the Interceptors are anything but one-trick ponies. And as Cape C's shift continues into the night, she responds to a report of two brothers and their friend fighting in a flat.
Hello.
As she arrives, Cape C meets one of the brothers on the street, and it's blindingly obvious that booze has had a part to play.
I am drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. I am drunk. I'm drunk.
Yep.
I'm not pee.
We've established that.
You know what I mean?
Are you coming to a point?
I am coming to a point. And my brother's up there.
Right.
My brother's up there, and I'm basically saying to you now, I'm drunk.
Yes.
That's cleared that up then. But it isn't long before the lad's drunken drivel turns nasty.
You wait here.
I pay my way in life.
Calm down. What are you shouting for?
I pay my way in life. I pay my way in life.
All right, wait here.
There's only so much endless repetition anyone can take. And with Cape C none the wiser, she heads upstairs to see if she can get more sense out of his brother and their friend. Although this fella still has plenty to say for himself.
Tell you what, if you got a problem, come down here. I pay you one way in it.
With Cape C upstairs, next in the firing line is the camera.
Getting your camera out. What's that? What's that? You're laughing. He's laughing. What a pathetic little man. Here, you pause it. So I'll speak to your manager. You pathetic little boy.
Cape C's finally got to the bottom of what's happened. This lad has started a fight with his brother and their friend, who thinks he's broken his hand in the scuffle. He needs to go to hospital, but with this pickled pugilist itching for round 2 to start, that could be easier said than done. So another unit is on hand to help move the lad on.
You are drunk, you are being loud, you're being aggressive, you are swearing. I suggest you turn around and keep walking. Otherwise, you're going to be in the back of a police car. Is that what you want?
Can I ask you one
No, I
question?
don't want you to ask me any more questions. You've asked me enough questions.
No.
Walk.
I want to wait.
Walk.
I'm waiting for my brother.
Your brother, you don't want to know.
The message seems to be sinking in. But no sooner has he turned to leave than he spots his brother and friend leaving the flat. And now Cape C really could have her hands full.
Don't go over there.
That's my brother.
Yes.
My brother.
I don't care. He's going to the hospital. This mate, he doesn't want to know you, okay? So I don't want you to walk in that direction.
It's my brother, it's my blood.
I don't care. He doesn't want. He wants you to go home. I'm not allowing you to go to this way. You go that way.
Right.
With a bit of blocking, Cape C may well have prevented another punch-up.
The brother doesn't want to know. He just wants this chap to go home. So he's walked off that way because he's walking to the hospital to get his hand checked. And hopefully he's seen sense and will keep walking that way because he's very drunk, so hopefully he'll find his way home and that'll be the end of it.
Thanks to Cape C's firm guiding hand, the lad has made himself scarce. No charges were pressed against him by his brother or friend. Strap in. Buckle up. And start your engines. Police Interceptors.
Stay there, right.
Lincolnshire's finest on the front line in the war on crime.
Tell you what, go on then.
High speed.
80 miles an hour, it's utterly ridiculous.
High tech. And highly trained.
Calm down.
With 4 wheels on the road. eyes in the sky, and 4 legs on the ground.
Come on, Cap, where is it?
This is Police Interceptors, chasing down lawbreakers.
Police!
Coming up on Police Interceptors, things kick off in custody.
Get off me then! Stop being a...
Jim sniffs out something suspicious.
Oh, just throwing weed out the window. Smell it.
And a high-speed pursuit comes to a crashing conclusion. Lincolnshire. More than 2,500 square miles of magnificent rural countryside, famous for its fertile soil and cash crops. Flanked by Cambridgeshire in the south and Nottinghamshire in the east, the Interceptors often track criminals across county lines when cracking down on crime. And today, one Interceptor is in hot pursuit across the border into Notts.
Yeah, mate, we just passed it. We're on the A46 Newark bypass.
Jim Woollerton is playing catch-up on a car the cops suspect of being involved in carrying illegal drugs. It's moving fast.
Obs have been put out for a vehicle which may be carrying drugs, and we've happened to be in the same place at the same time.
A former salesman, die-hard Interceptor Jim's been a boy in blue for a decade and has a soft spot for his mother's home-cooked food. But it looks like the only thing being served up today will be some law and order, as Jim's now just a couple of cars behind the black Peugeot 307 that's suspected may be packing drugs.
So I'm just going to get into a position to monitor it. We've asked for a local unit to potentially assist, because we are not in Lincolnshire anymore, we are in Notts.
Covertly tailing in his unmarked pursuit car, Jim knows the last thing he wants to do is alert the occupants to the fact that they're being tracked.
When it comes to drugs and giving them the opportunity to get rid of it, there's every possibility that they don't realise I'm here yet.
As the target car moves deeper into Nottinghamshire, Jim wants to wait until reinforcements in the shape of local units arrive before pulling the Peugeot. But in this game, things don't always go to plan.
Oh, it's slowed right down, I'm guessing we spooked them.
In a move Harry Houdini would have been proud of, the sneaky suspects disappear in front of a lorry before reappearing in the lay-by.
And back on again.
Jim may have rumbled the driver's attempt to give him the slip, but it looks like their cover's been blown.
Yeah, it just pulled off into a lay-by, and we followed it and it's pulled off again, so it's obviously aware of us here.
If Jim bangs on the blues, the suspects may decide to make off. But if he does nothing, there's no telling what could happen.
Notts control, Tango Alpha 08. Oh.
The passenger appears to toss a bag from the window. And Jim's nose is telling him it could be something illegal.
He's throwing weed out the window. You can smell it.
Concerned he's blown his chance, Jim's got no choice but to bang on the blues.
Notts control, Tango Alpha 08.
The driver opts for a stop. And with the smell of skunk sky high, it's time for Jim to introduce himself.
Evening.
Yeah.
What's that just cost you?
What?
Lobbing you weed, what's that cost you? No.
So the driver denies tossing anything illegal from the car. But what about being legal to drive the car?
Do you have a driving licence? Sorry? You don't have a licence? What's your full name, please?
I'll tell you at the police station.
Do you really want to do it that way?
Attitude and Interceptors don't mix. Perhaps the passenger will have a better roadside manner.
Keep your hands where I can see him, chap. Game's up. I'm going to ask you for your details, Bud, because you were the one chucking the weed out the window.
The knots unit arrives and Jim brings the Sarge up to speed.
You really love the weed, Sarge.
It seems maybe all's not lost as the experienced Interceptor's nose starts twitching.
Oh yeah, there's some on the back seat there. Substantial amounts. I would say handfuls. Some stuck in the grill.
The two suspects remain tight-lipped. Somehow, a small amount of homegrown grass is embedded in the grille of Jim's pursuit car.
The little terror.
No wonder the Interceptor had a whiff of weed. And the timid twosome will be getting a grilling about the green back at the station.
They got wind of me and decided to ditch the gear. So, sort of put them 1-0 up, really. Although, physics being what it is, it's blown quite a lot of it back in the cabin.
Whilst the Knots cops search the carriageway for the contents of the bag tossed from the window, Jim begins to comb the car for cannabis.
God bless physics and the Venturi effect.
And it's not long before he comes across a jar.
Ooh, yeah.
And it doesn't smell like a jam jar.
A little bit of stench. Never had to search a tidy car.
With the combings of the car in custody, the Knots officers return from the carriageway where they've been on the hunt for anything that could have come from the bag hurled out of the car window.
Oh, smashing.
It's a rather large crop.
I crawled on my hands and knees in the middle of the A46 there. Right, cool.
That's dedication for you.
We've literally had officers out on foot recovering it. They will claim on the hands and knees, also with the assistance of a dog unit, which is invaluable for this sort of thing, really. So, yeah, the dogs proved very useful in helping to recover what was lost.
With the cannabis safely off the streets, it's been a successful day trip to Nottinghamshire for Interceptor Jim Wollerton. After an evening in the nick, the green-fingered felons were found guilty of possession and fined a total of £300. For driving with no licence or insurance, the female driver was fined £110 and disqualified for 6 months. And the Peugeot was taken to the pound. Still to come, lads get legal in Lincoln.
You did not study law. I studied law.
There's sleepy suspects in Skegness. And Tempo has a sudden bout of amnesia.
You're going to get a ticket, fine. Not wearing a...
Coming up, a defiant drinker gets his marching orders.
Move away. I'm in a public place. You can't do anything.
I can do
No, you can't.
You've never taken a driving test.
The Sarge meets Lincolnshire's lousiest liar.
Right. So, you've lied.
And Tempo fails to see the funny side.
I'm serious. Why are you laughing if you're serious?
Saturday night, Lincoln city centre. Traditionally the biggest night of the week for girls and boys hitting the town and downing a few drinks. For Interceptor Mike Templeman, policing the weekend warriors is rarely a quiet night at the office. Bars and booze serve up a host of challenges for the cops, with alcohol-fueled antics top of the list. And tonight's no exception. Tempo's hot-footing it to reports of a Larry lad who's been gobbing off outside one of the city's watering holes.
There's a walkabout bar just up here, and apparently there's a male refusing to leave, so we'll go and have a chat with the door staff.
With 12 years on the force, when Tempo's not clamping down on crime, he likes nothing more than listening to ABBA. And he's going to need to be a super trooper this evening as the bar's bouncer fills him in on what's been going on.
Hello, mate. Got a lad here. He's been mentioning to my manager.
Which one? The one in the red?
No, the one in the brown jacket here, the white sleeves.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, he's been really argumentative to my manager.
So the bouncer's claiming the lad's refusing to leave the entrance to the pub and is now getting a bit gobby. With a cool head and a thick skin, Tempo heads over to see what all the fuss is about.
Chaps, this guy's been aggressive. I'm not on prop watch. Excuse me, this is infringement of human rights. Please may you get that camera away from me.
No.
This is infringement of human rights.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Which one?
This one, the camera.
Which
because
human
I've
right?
not agreed the right to a private life. And I've not agreed to
You're
a
in a
private
public
life.
place.
Yeah, I'm what?
So it doesn't infringe it at all.
Okay, this is in a public place. This guy is on CCTV.
They can refuse
assaulting
entry.
me. No, but I've already been in tonight. Okay.
You are on CCTV up there. They've been
Okay, then
watching.
you'll agree that I'm on CCTV, and this guy has been assaulting me by pushing me, and I wish to make a complaint and a charge against him, and I would like you to take my statement right now.
I don't need to take your statement right now.
Yes, you do,
You're
because
drunk.
you have the law. Do you think I'm stupid?
No, I think you're drunk, and I think you should go
I
away.
am completely sober.
No, you're not completely sober.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a manager of.
He's known to be a bit of an idiot.
I'm a manager.
It's like this.
Do you have any reason to believe that I've been aggressive? Do you? Can I ask?
I don't really care, mate. You're not going back in there.
I don't want to go back in there. I'm just standing there.
Excellent.
Excellent. And I'll stand here for the rest of my night until my mate comes out. End of.
That's fine. Just don't get in the doorway. You can stand over there.
Thank you.
He'll stand there and he'll just get bored eventually. And
Carry on, mate.
Yeah.
He's been calling us and all the names under the sun.
So the bouncers maintained the lad started ranting after they refused him re-entry to the pub. But the mouthy male claims the door staff have been a bit physical. Experience tells Tempo the best thing all round is if the lad just goes home. And he's hoping the bloke's mate with the glasses will help.
Do you know what human rights is?
my friend.
Okay, you're in breach. You two are in breach of human rights because get off of me, please.
You did not study law.
Criminology.
I studied law. Come on, let's go.
Having offered up his advice, Tempo's hoping the lippy lad's sensible mate will be able to take the wayward clubber home, leaving the Interceptor free to carry on policing the streets.
We'll have a drive round. This other guy is just being obnoxious.
But in the world of policing, things are rarely that simple.
Do not move this guy. He's just coming back to our door like 2 minutes ago and calling us thing. It's just going to end up. He needs to be moved on.
The lad is still outside the bar, and it sounds like he's intent on causing trouble.
Sergeant Davis, message 48.
Tempo's got no choice but to try and remove the lad from the entrance of the boozer.
Time to move away.
No, it's
now.
not.
Move away.
You can't. I'm in a
Move
public
away.
I'm in a public
Move
place.
away.
I'm in a public place. You can't do anything.
I can do
No, you
something.
can't. No.
Go away or you're going to be arrested.
Get off me.
Last chance. Last chance.
Get off
Go away
Can I ask you?
or you're going to be
Can I ask you?
arrested. You can't ask me
Can I
anything.
ask you?
Last chance. Go away.
Boozy nights out never fail to throw up the unexpected.
Get up!
And dropping to the floor like a sack of spuds, this lad certainly ticked that box.
From 48, can we have a van down to Walkabout, please?
Tempo's convinced the lad's just playing the fool and he's perfectly fine.
And he's knocked himself out.
He hasn't knocked himself out at all. He'll get bored in a minute. From Tango 48, have we got a van coming down to Walkabout over? Lovely, thank you. Right, you're under arrest. Give me your arm.
Tempo's been given no choice but to nick the lad for being drunk and disorderly.
Get up.
He's embarrassing himself at the moment.
I know.
For the cops, it's a drain on resources during the busiest night of the week.
Come on. Let's go. Just grab his legs from me.
Wake up, bro!
1341.
Back at the nick, the lad's still refusing to cooperate with the cops.
To be honest.
It's not be silly.
Oh, now he's pretending. Oh, God, I'm getting too old for this. Come on, mate.
You might as well stand up.
Stand up.
Everybody's going to see you anyway. Come on, mate. What you get?
Most prisoners arrive on 2 feet, but this lad's coming in head first.
How to embarrass yourself in one easy step.
But the custody sergeant won't stand for any larking around, as all prisoners have to follow a strict booking-in procedure before being taken to the cells.
Come on, mate. You're going to get on your feet now because you can see you moving around. We know you're okay, so you're going to stand yourself up.
Get off me.
Come on.
You have to go through the process.
Not only is the lad refusing to cooperate, he starts to become extremely agitated.
Get off me! Get off me!
Stop resisting people.
You're in my wallet.
We will.
You're in my wallet.
Resisting people.
You're told.
Stop resisting people. Calm down.
The cops have no choice but to restrain him for both their protection and his.
Calm down. No.
Stop! Stop now! Stop now! Stop now! Yes? Stop now!
Get off me then! Stop me in
A few minutes and 5 officers later, the lad's finally checked into his cell.
It was right to bring him in because if he had acted like that out in the street, he could have ended up either hurting someone or someone could have ended up hurting him, so it's probably for his own good, to be honest.
And after a night in the cells, as well as a sore head,
You can't do anything. No, you can't.
this lad woke up to a fixed penalty for being drunk and disorderly, along with a £90 fine. Maybe next time he'll listen to his mate and learn when to call it a night. Motorbikes. Love 'em or hate 'em, the two-wheelers make up 1% of the traffic on Britain's roads. Yet 20% of deaths or serious injuries involve a bike. So it'll come as no surprise that if the Interceptors spot bikers behaving badly, they're less than impressed. Like this Mickey Mouse moped rider. Ripping up the roads of Grantham with no helmet. The cops won't engage in high-speed pursuits with motorbikes, but with this lad showing no regard for his own safety, the cops follow the bike so they can have a word with the rider. Riding without a skid lid isn't just dangerous, it's completely stupid. One slip and it's goodbye Sunday football. He won't be scoring any points with the cops either, as he only manages to stay on the bike by the skin of his teeth. Paying more attention to the cops in the rear than the road up ahead, Shaky Stevens on the scooter looks like he's seconds away from stacking it into a parked car. As it looks like the biker might be coming to his senses, he pulls off a sneaky manoeuvre and sends the bike somewhere the cops can't go, up an alley. But this risky rider's trip turned out to be a treacherous one, as after he stacked his ped, he spent several nights in a hospital bed. And it turned out that as well as having no helmet, this bolshy biker didn't have a full licence or insurance, not to mention failing to stop for the police. For all that, he was disqualified from riding until taking a test and given 6 penalty points. If he'd just stopped for the cops, he could have avoided a whole world of pain. Reckless riders aren't just gunning it around Grantham. Interceptor Mike Templeman's back out on regular patrol in Lincoln city centre, where the majority of traffic is more 2 feet than 2 wheels. But when he spots a scooter carrying a helmetless passenger up ahead,
Control Tango 4.
He quickly spins round and gives the Beamer a bit of a workout.
Control. You get the cameras on Tentercroft Street. Lad's just come off Portland Street on a moped. He's carrying a passenger, no helmet. They haven't seen me yet, but I'm just trying to make my way round.
Concerned for both the biker's safety and the safety of others, Tempo's asked the city's CCTV operators to locate the illegal rider. As with the maze of roads, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Now, they'd literally gone down that alleyway from Portland Street, so they could be anywhere. Yeah, see.
After a fruitless search for Tempo, the CCTV operators come up trumps.
Oh, here we go. Got 'em. They're stuck at the railway crossing, High Street, northbound.
Yep, lovely.
Music to Tempo's ears. With the bike stuck at the city's level crossing, he might be able to intercept it before the barriers open. With a little help from his blues and twos.
Sorry, it's going up now.
But has Tempo missed his chance?
Stay there. Your bike. Take your helmet off. Where's your helmet?
So why are you on the back of that?
We didn't know you're not allowed to drive without the helmet on.
Have you passed the CBT? Have you?
CBT stands for Compulsory Basic Training, a course moped riders must complete before they can ride in the UK, but it doesn't permit you to carry passengers.
Well, if you know you're supposed to wear a helmet, you've got yours on, haven't you? Yes. So what's going to happen to him if he falls off? Smash his head. Not going to have a good day, is he? Well, don't be stupid and let him drive on the back of your bike then without a helmet, because you might just kill him.
We wanted to go to my friend and...
I don't care what you wanted to do, it's dangerous.
Yeah, but we wanted to take the helmet from my friend and...
Even if the lad was wearing a helmet...
Can you run this scooter through for us, please? 1341 on the High Street.
Tempo's concerned the rider's not got the correct licence to carry passengers.
I'm not convinced you're allowed to have passengers on there because you're still displaying L plates, so I'm going to do some checks with the DVLA. So I'm not going to give you a ticket, but I'm going to report you for carrying a passenger, okay, when you're not authorised to do so, for riding a motorcycle on a public footpath, and danger of injury in the way in which people are carried.
Yeah.
So I need to do some checks, okay?
So this rider could have points and a fine coming his way. But the helmetless passenger's not got to wait for his little treat from Lincolnshire's finest.
You're going to get a ticket, a fine, for not wearing a helmet. You're going to get a fine, £50 fine. You will be reported for not having protective headgear on the back of the bike. There's yours.
With the tickets torn out, it's home time for the lads. One on his ped and one on his pins.
Stay off the bike. Okay. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't laugh then, it's serious.
I'm serious.
Why are you laughing if you're serious? The guy who was on the back is laughing and joking. He thinks it's a big joke, but if he comes off, he's not going to be having a very good day. There's people like me who have to pick up the pieces and then knock on people's door to say that someone's been either killed or seriously injured because they've been stupid, basically. Stay there.
It was a good spot by Tempo, and hopefully it's a lesson learned that riding two up on a bike with only one helmet could end in disaster. Still to come, Barry listens to Lincolnshire's lamest excuse.
You've had a horrible day at work, so that entitles you to drive at 70 miles an hour down the road, is it?
The Interceptors give the county's rookie drivers a crash course. And there's fighting talk at the scrapyard.
We will find them, we'll take them off the road. This is what ends up.
Coming up,
It's not behaviour that I tolerate.
Capesy gets riled on the roadside.
They've had a telling off. She was close to tears.
And Lincolnshire's young drivers are put through their paces. It's early afternoon in Boston, and Interceptor Barry Peach's A&PR has clocked a silver Mondeo approaching him at speed. The vehicle suspected to be the getaway car for a store thief who reportedly half-inched some frozen lamb and chickens from a supermarket. So he goes to have a butcher's. With an Interceptor fast approaching, odds are they'll be in cuffs in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. The suspect is pushing the Ford Mondeo to the limit. And it's Ford versus Ford, with Barry belted up in his Focus dog van. But it looks like Barry's got his work cut out, as this reckless driver is showing no regard for his or other road users' safety, as he dangerously overtakes a lorry on a blind bend. This determined driver is showing no regard for the law, forcing the 2 cop cars to go 3 up on a 2-laner. In an attempt to either discard evidence or stop the cops, the passenger of the fleeing Mondeo appears to lob a leg of lamb from the window. But the way things are going, the only place the suspected meat thief's going to end up is the joint. Unable to outrun the Interceptor on the highway, the bandit guns it through a housing estate where another cop car attempts to block the road. This driver needs to be stopped before someone gets hurt. Barry's still hot on his tail, and with no regard for the highway code, the suspect creates his own third lane, fearlessly playing chicken with the oncoming traffic. It seems like nothing will stop this high-speed pursuit, except a cul-de-sac and Barry's bumper. The suspect tries to leg it with the lamb, but Barry has them blocked in, bringing this highly dangerous pursuit to an end. The driver may have had a taste for frozen meat, but the only thing he was getting served was porridge. As for the theft, failing to stop and possession of a Class C drug, he received 7 months' bird at Her Majesty's pleasure. The passenger was also convicted of theft, fined £350 and ordered to pay £100 in costs. Another result for Barry Peach. The ANPR cameras are a vital tool when cracking down on road crime. With instant access to police databases, it means there's very little the cops can't verify on the roadside. So if people try telling fibs to the boys in blue, they're more than likely gonna get rumbled. It's late afternoon in Skegness, and details of a vehicle that could have a provisional licence holder behind the wheel are coming through on Sergeant Jason Baxter's radio.
We have indeed got a young male driving, accompanied with a young female. It could be worth a stop check.
Yeah, roger that. It's a V-Reg, isn't it? Green Ford Focus.
Yeah, he's got provisional.
Thank you.
A former military man, for the last 12 years, Interceptor Jason Baxter's waged war on the criminals of Lincolnshire. And he's got a target in his sights, as his eagle eyes have just spotted a possible match for the green Ford Focus.
Just seen a Ford Focus that might be ours. And it is.
It's a super spot by the Sarge, who quickly intercepts.
See what it's got to say. Hi there. Any ID on you, please?
Have I got any ID with me?
Have you got a licence?
Yes.
A full licence?
Yes.
Not provisional? Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
Got a full licence?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they both claim to have full licences. But even before Baxter begins to verify this with Base, the passenger puts her foot in it and contradicts the driver's story.
Say again, sorry?
Had a bit of problem with his driver's licence and we're going through it all at the minute with the DVLA.
Have you passed your driving test?
Did years back, yes.
He passed his driving test, then he got a driving ban. He applied for his licence. Then in the process of trying to find his licence to send it back out to him.
We'll get to the bottom of it. Just come and jump in my car then, please.
Sounds like the Sarge has got his work cut out if he's to verify whether they both have full licences. But what they definitely do have is a boot full of frozen food.
I've got a driving licence.
And shopping.
Someone's going to get an icy reception from the missus if they don't get back on the road quick sharp.
Just jump in there, buddy. Have name check, please.
The Sarge calls back to base to confirm the driver's story that he has a full licence.
Yes, got that for the ×2. You've been previously disqualified then?
Not for years.
But you have been previously disqualified?
I was disqualified once.
Have you ever taken a driving test?
Not since then, no.
Have you taken the driving test before that disqualification?
No, I didn't get told to.
No, before you got disqualified, did you take a driving test?
Yes.
He's telling he's been previously disqualified, but he's passed his test years ago.
But the records back at base are telling a slightly different story.
Let's be honest about this. If you're lying to me, now's time to come clean.
As far as I knew, years back, I went.
You've never taken a test. You've never taken a driving test.
Right.
So you've lied.
Echo Papa 09,
Yeah, but it's all on computer nowadays, mate. Right. So you're not disqualified driving, but you are a thing called driving otherwise in accordance, all right?
Right.
Which means you shouldn't be driving that car.
At the lifeguard station opposite the clock tower.
Right.
Despite spending the last 10 minutes claiming he had a full licence, it turns out this fella's never passed the driving test.
Your other half,
Yeah.
she's not got a licence either.
She has got a full licence. Seriously, she has got a full licence.
If the driver's girlfriend does have a full licence, then Baxter will happily hand back the keys, as provisional licence holders can legally drive if accompanied by a passenger that's held a full licence for over 2 years.
NPR 12.
She's got her licence at home, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, the lady here. She got a licence of her.
Can I just say something? With her licence, on her full licence, it's under. That's what she passed it as.
Yes, yes.
Bearing in mind Pinocchio's previous performance, it's no surprise the Sarge wants to check with control. If she hasn't, then the car's getting seized, with a boot full of melted ice cream.
Yeah, I'll let you have them and then I'll do the vehicle of her. Oh, you're all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Right. The car is going to get seized because you haven't got a licence to drive it. All right?
So the dishonest duo were no match for the Sarge and the team back at base, as despite their crooked claims, it turns out neither of them have ever passed the driving test. So it doesn't spell good news for the driver or the melting Ben & Jerry's in the boot.
He's never had a licence. He's never taken a driving test. He's had a provisional, which has since been revoked. The front seat passenger, she told me that she had a full licence. She's never had a licence. So they've just lied pretty much straight from the beginning. But the car's been seized. He's been reported for the offence of driving otherwise in accordance.
After his day in court, the licenceless driver was fined a total of £305 and was given 6 points. For those that do bother to take a driving test, passing and getting your first car is a milestone in many a young person's life. In rural links, it can be the ticket to spending your evenings out with your mates without having to rely on the taxi service of mum and dad. But those caught driving irresponsibly can have their licence taken away in less time than it takes to hotwire a hatchback. Interceptor Sarah Capes is patrolling the outskirts of Lincoln in the team's unmarked BMW when she spots a young driver who's getting a little handy with the sign language.
Nice. Just stuck her 2 fingers up.
Capesy's clearly been crunching carrots as she manages to spot the female driver raising her hand and flipping the V sign.
I don't know what warrants her to stick her 2 fingers up.
With 9 years in the job, as well as scoffing root vegetables, the kebab-loving cop knows only too well that in this game, you can never judge a book by its cover. But from what she's seen on the road, it looks like she's going to be reading the riot act to the antisocial driver up ahead.
Unacceptable behaviour, but unfortunately it's not really a ticket that covers a unfriendly hand gesture. She's not done anything else wrong in the last half mile or so. 53 and a 40, that'll do. There's always one.
First the V sign. Now speeding. Capesy's less than impressed.
Evening. What part of your driving and behaviour tonight has caused me to keep following you, to observe your behaviour? Just think and tell me.
Goes out the window.
And what else? Hand gestures, shall we say?
Yeah.
Any reason for it? What did he do to you to deserve that? Or was it to me? Well, who's it to then?
It was just...
It's not behaviour that I tolerate at all. And then I've just got you a 53 and a 40 past the grandstand. So I will be reporting you for a speeding. Right, you didn't have to say anything, my harm defence didn't mention now.
So the cocky driver's suddenly not quite so cocky. Now she's face to face with an interceptor. So much so, she's forgotten who owns the car.
Are you the registered keeper on this vehicle?
Is that, what do you mean, like?
Do you own it?
I didn't buy it, but I'm not.
It's 3 people on the insurance. Are you one of them?
Yeah, I'm one of the people on the insurance.
Yeah.
The details of the 17-year-old driver who's recently passed her test do check out. But she's also likely to be checking out points on her licence as Capesy sticks her on for speeding. And as it takes on average 47 hours of lessons and can cost over £1,000 to pass your driving test, the last thing you want to do is to have it taken away for being overzealous with the right foot.
If you're a new driver, you need to concentrate on what you're doing. Yeah. And the behaviour I've seen tonight, unacceptable. Yeah. OK?
Sorry.
OK, give us a squiggle at the bottom there. All right, safe drive. See ya. They've had a telling off. She was close to tears. I do believe she's learned a lesson. I've told her what I thought of her driving, and hopefully from now on she'll be a better driver.
And it's not only at the roadside that the cops continue to educate young drivers. Welcome to RAF Scampton, Lincolnshire's driver boot camp, home to the Red Arrows. But today, the only thing that's going to be thrashing around the airstrip is the training school's modified Citroen C5, giving moral support and not much else. Interceptor Rich Precious.
Boy races we hear a term being bandied around an awful lot, and part of our job is to work with those young people so that they become safer drivers.
It might just look like a regular C5 from the outside, but hidden under the hood is a sophisticated traction system. At the push of a button, the instructor can simulate skids. Taking turns in the hot seat, the young drivers get to experience losing control of the car.
So that's a 360. That's complete loss of control of the vehicle.
But there is a serious point to this, as the young drivers are taught some vital skills in how to regain control of a car if it begins to skid.
First thing you need to do is remove the cause. So if the cause is speed, what do you think you need to take off?
Take the foot off the accelerator.
Take the foot off the accelerator. You don't need those pedals because they got you into the mess in the first place. Okay, so as we go round, start, and all we do is rinse the skid and back it out. There you go. That's it. Very good. Excellent. Well done. That's brilliant.
So, having completed an afternoon on the track, Rich is hoping he won't be seeing any of these faces in the back of his police car anytime soon.
We don't want to stop people having fun, but we do want to work with young people to make sure that Lincolnshire's roads are safe.
Still to come, a midnight stop gives Barry a run for his money. Coming up, will this bandit get the better of Barry?
Yeah, it's a white Audi, K registered.
As proactive officers, a lot of the Interceptors' time is spent patrolling the streets and sniffing out crime. Tonight, Barry Peach is on an operation to clamp down on rural burglaries.
Which is some dwelling burglaries which are occurring overnight. It's just a question of patrolling and spotting and see if we can locate them and see what they're up to.
But whenever and wherever they are on the road, they're keeping their eyes peeled for anything that doesn't look, sound, or even smell quite right. And over the years, the cops develop an instinct or sixth sense. For PC Barry Peach, it's the driver of the approaching Audi A3 whose speed appears to be a little quick through the 30 limit.
Turn your engine off, mate.
Pardon?
Turn your engine off. What was that all about?
As the most experienced interceptor on the force, there aren't many excuses Barry hasn't heard in his impressive 35 years as a boy in blue. And this one's not going to win any awards.
Say again? You've had a horrible day at work, so that entitles you to drive at 70 miles an hour down the road, is it?
It does not at all.
You were quite right, it does not at all.
And his bad day's only going to get worse, as nothing grates on by-the-book Barry more than a lame excuse.
How fast were you going?
I thought it was doing 365, so.
I'm going to deal with you by way of a traffic offence report. What's your occupation?
I'm a chef.
Let's hope his cooking is better than his driving. And after spilling the beans about his speed, Barry tucks into his ticket book and serves the speedy chef a ticket.
There is no excuse for the speed that you were travelling at tonight. Okay, it's absolutely crazy.
That's me being...
For roasting it up the road, the speedy chef had to fork out £100 in fines. And for dessert, he was handed 3 points on his licence. With no reported break-ins, Barry's shift draws to an end. But as a copper, you can switch off your radio, but you can never switch off your instincts. And Barry's sixth sense is telling him the occupants of the white Audi parked on the verge could be up to no good. Barry blocks it in and attempts to speak to the driver. But before he gets a chance to say hello, 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 the Audi manoeuvres around the dog van and tears off into the night. Barry hits the blues. His 1.8-litre dog van's no slouch, but the Audi's head start has given the bandit the upper hand.
Hey!
With the Audi's rear ends lit up like pinpricks on the horizon, Barry radios in for backup.
Yeah, it's a white Audi, K-registered.
Whatever the driver's up to, he's determined to avoid the law.
I think it's more likely to go South Thoresby. The vehicle was stationary, stopped outside a house adjacent to the farm. Possibility that somebody might have been doing something there, who's left them behind.
Despite other units flooding to the area, the cops have lost sight of the vehicle. And it seems that for now at least, whoever was in the driver's seat has managed to get the better of an Interceptor. As information comes in from base, it becomes clear why the driver was keen to avoid a one-to-one with Barry.
That vehicle that we came across is a known target criminal to us. Certainly got no driving licence, no insurance, etc., etc. And they go out overnight time, thieving and robbing. I'm going back to the premises where I saw it outside.
Suspecting he may have disturbed a couple of burglars, Barry pulls up outside the house where the car was seen earlier to look for signs of a break-in.
It's all padlocked. NC Oscar Delta 10. That's the premises where the car was parked outside of. Yep, cat. Yeah, that'll be the address. I've had a good look around it. All appears secure.
Barry may have lost sight of the Audi, but with no signs of a break-in, it's possible he's actually prevented a crime from happening here tonight.
Why it was parked here, what he was doing, I've no idea. But he was up to something he shouldn't have been up to.
But all is not lost, as the following day the car was found abandoned. It's been transported to a scrapyard where it's going to get acquainted with the crusher. With no insurance and no one coming forward to claim the Audi as theirs, the cops have the power to turn the illegal four-wheeler into a slab for the scrap dealer, proving yet again criminals may think they can outsmart an Interceptor, but in the game of cops and robbers, there's only ever one winner.
It's denying criminals use of the roads. They want to use vehicles that are not insured, in criminality. We will find them, we'll take them off the road. And this is what ends up.
Strap in, buckle up, and start your engines. Police Interceptors.
Stay there, right!
Lincolnshire's finest on the front line in the war on crime.
Tell you what, go on then!
High speed.
80 miles an hour, it's utterly ridiculous.
High tech. And highly trained.
Calm down!
With four wheels on the road, eyes in the sky, and four legs on the ground.
Come on, Cat, where is it?
This is Police Interceptors, chasing down lawbreakers.
Police!
Coming up...
Get him, Brad! Get him, Brad!
The Interceptors track down suspected burglars.
Stop him!
Where are the drugs in this car?
Nothing gets past the eyes of Brigginshaw.
We should have been quicker on the mark.
And one guy's eager to kick the habit.
Is that what you've been smoking? Don't throw it away, mate.
For the Lincolnshire Interceptors, one of the most effective and tight-knit teams are the dog units. And out on patrol today is John Peacock. With 22 years on the job and 8 of those as a dog handler, John's built up a strong relationship with his canine colleagues.
There's a close bond between me and both dogs. I see them as much as I see my family.
And 2 of his best work buddies are tracker dog Brad and Jack the sniffer dog, forming the perfect team.
They're at work with me, they're at home with me. So having that nice mutual bond of trust between myself and the dogs is important.
It's after 10 p.m, and with a recent spate of burglaries in the Sutterton area, John and the dogs are out on patrol, keeping their eyes and noses peeled for any suspicious activity.
The male's jumping over the fence, Sutterton. I've just arrived in the area. Is it right on the roundabout? Can you have a look on mapping? Over.
There's a possible burglary in progress at a disused building. John and the dogs go and check it out.
Yes, stand by. Can you see it? MC Oscar Delta 11. I've got offenders on scene. It's a huge fence. I can't get over. They've got torchlights. Is there another mobile that can join me?
Not wanting to lose the suspects, John gets Brad, the German Shepherd, from the car. It might be pitch black, but Brad is armed with a nose that's trained to track down trespassers.
Where are they? Where are they?
Brad's on the suspect's scent, and the chase is on.
Stop him. Stop him. Get him, Brad. Get him, Brad. Go on. Police officer. Stop him.
The suspects have split up, but Brad's hot on the heels of one of the runners.
Come here. Go on, Brad, find him.
Brad leaps over a wall into a graveyard, and John is hot on his tail.
Go on, find him, Brad. Brad. Brad.
The suspect's cornered, and Brad's very much in control.
Down, stay there. Good boy, Brad.
Faced with a German Shepherd, this guy's wisely not moving a muscle.
Yeah, I've got one in custody in the churchyard, over. What have you got in you?
All right, mate.
Whose is that?
That's mine.
Stand up. Hands. The moment you're arrested on suspicion of burglary at derelict premises. What's in here?
A couple of games and aux cables like that.
Back out towards that gate. Down.
Where's the burglary, huh?
Down. The derelict premises. I told you when you were around that side, and I cautioned you. Yeah. Remember that bit?
Yeah.
On suspicion of burglary at the derelict premises where you've just run from. Let's stick him in the back of your car for you.
Come on then, jump in.
Another officer arrives to detain the arrested runner.
So I need to have a search round in the back of here to make sure he hasn't discarded anything. Come.
It's now the turn of sniffer dog Jack to see if the bloke has discarded any evidence.
Jack. Yeah, fine. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy.
With nothing found on the ground, John checks the contents of the fella's bag.
It's just tobacco, I believe. See cannabis that we can smell.
With the possibility of possession of cannabis added to the lad's list of offences, John returns to the car to break the bad news.
That property that you were in down there is the derelict buildings area. I've spoken to my sergeant, and at this time I'm going to de-arrest you from burglary, but I am going to re-arrest you for another offence of being found in enclosed premises. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
So I'm also arresting you on possession of controlled drugs, cannabis, which is in your property.
John returns to the derelict building to search for any evidence that may have been ditched and to make sure no one's still hiding in the shadows.
They appeared to be trying to climb in and get in through this door, which appears to be secure.
After a thorough search, John is satisfied that the area is clear.
There's nothing obvious. Now I've had a look around this property, so we'll go back and deal with him for what we have got.
The graveyard runaway was found guilty of possession of cannabis. He received an 18-month conditional discharge and was ordered to pay £15 in costs. The drugs were destroyed. It's a good night's work for John and his canine crime fighters.
And I've done my job for tonight in making the cameraman run, so job's a good one.
Still to come. A car check reveals more than expected.
The heroin was found inside it.
Lovely, sir.
A Peugeot driver pushes the limit.
Yeah, drink it all tonight.
2, 3.
And the police helicopter joins a dangerous pursuit.
Stiggity boy!
Coming up.
We're going to be able to put a challenge in on this vehicle.
A Range Rover is no match for the Interceptors. And there's confusion at the roadside.
Just not Tom Police.
I am the police.
It's close to midnight and Dan's out patrolling the streets of Spalding. And as always, he has his eyes peeled for anything suspicious. He notices a vehicle hesitate when the driver spots him. Alarm bells ring. Dan follows and requests a quick check.
Arrested on a stop search of the vehicle after heroin was found inside it.
Lovely, sir.
Sergeant Dan Brigginshaw has served 10 years on the force. His favourite TV show is Top Gear. And that's exactly what this Interceptor is expecting to find inside the motor. He bangs on the blues and quickly gets in front to block in the BMW. Dan has to move fast to make sure the driver doesn't ditch any drugs.
Turn your engine off for me. Thanks. You put your cigarette out. Put it out. You're not got an ashtray. Show me that hand. What have you just put down?
Dan's eagle eyes have spotted the driver drop something into the footwell of his car.
Do not move anywhere. Put that cigarette out now. Keep that hand up. Keep both your hands there.
Not trusting the driver's wandering hands, he whacks on the cuffs.
Just detaining you, mate, to search you under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, all right? Is that heroin in there?
No.
Definitely not? I've seen you moving your hand about in here and putting something down, all right? Where are the drugs in this car?
Huh?
Where are the drugs in this car?
There isn't any.
You sure?
Here is one tablet of Subotex.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a controlled substance, isn't it?
But so don't take a heroin, I'm taking that.
Okay. Is that from the doctor? Prescription?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The driver hands over a Subutex tablet, a controlled prescribed heroin substitute which is used to wean users off the drug. It gives its own high and is often sold on the black market.
Not with you?
No.
Is the prescription at home?
So my mate gave me that tablet.
Right. So you haven't got a prescription?
No.
Uh-huh.
As well as the Subutex, Dan discovers that the items the man dropped into the footwell are actually 2 used foil wraps of heroin.
My mate was smoking heroin 2 days ago in my car, so and I left it, so...
Right. So your mate was smoking heroin in your car,
Yeah.
and that's why it was in your hand?
I just remember, so, you know, just want to throw it away, because
Oh, really?
I think it's mine.
Well, yeah. As soon as it's in your hand, I would think it's yours. You'd have thrown it away already, wouldn't you, if it was your mate's and you thought, oh, I don't want that in my car.
I just forgot about it.
Oh. Until the policeman walks over to your car. Handy.
Another officer arrives and searches the suspect.
Have you got anything on you? No drugs, no needles?
I just give him that one tablet of Subotex.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Okay.
Dan's not going to take his word for it and gives the car a going over.
Heroin's normally going to be in a small bag, could be in silver foil, can be stuck anywhere really that people can imagine, up people's backsides or other orifices, which is a potential with him. If he's trying to be crafty, he's being fairly crafty when I come over to the car. But it could be anywhere in this car, take us ages to rip it all apart.
Dan knows his motors, and there's one final place left to check. And his knowledge has come up trumps.
And there it is. So he's managed to conceal it in the BMWs have this leg thing that comes out, which he's managed to stick something in between. Prior to being stopped, no doubt, 'cause he's been behind him a little bit. But he should have been quicker on the mark. So that's where heroin could be concealed. He'll get arrested now and get down the nick and we can search his car properly. Okie dokes, mate. I think that's heroin in there, all right, which you've managed to hide prior to me speaking to you. So I'm arresting you on suspicion of possession of heroin and also the possession of the Subotex. Concealment wasn't too bad actually in the car, so it wasn't a bad effort.
But not good enough, as the driver was convicted of possession of Class A drugs. The court fined him £240 and he was ordered to pay £109 in costs. The drugs have been destroyed.
It's little arrests like that, just keeping your eyes peeled that comes to bigger and better things, so always keep my fingers crossed there'll be a bit more at the end of the tunnel.
The target vehicle is the third. We are the fourth.
A stolen Seat Leon is suspected of being involved in a burglary, and the police helicopter has been called into action.
If we could try and get some units towards Red Hill with a stinger, that would be ideal in case it fails to stop. Speed is 50.
The eye in the sky is tracking the motor's every move. The Interceptors request the stinger, but hold off until backup arrives.
We're not going to attempt to stop the vehicle until we have got at least one other advanced vehicle with us. Can you put it to the control inspector, please? Weapons were mentioned by the offenders, and could we potentially have taser support for this deal? Do you want to stay behind, Pete? We'll try and get in front of the vehicle, and we'll try and put a stop on it if that's in order with yourselves on it.
With the possibility of weapons on board the stolen Seat, the cops need to stop it, and fast. Enough units have now arrived on scene, and the Interceptors make their move to try and contain the driver.
Okay, vehicle failing to stop,
The Interceptors attempt the manoeuvre, but the driver of the Seat has other ideas and swerves onto the opposite side of the road.
9, vehicle's failing to stop. Only 6.4.
They attempt it again.
Watching him. Speed is 70. Road conditions are dry. Low risk. Received. It's collided with the near side of our vehicle, undertaken on the grass verge.
But once again he escapes, this time smashing his way through.
Speed is now 80, low risk. Stinger at the bottom of that hill. Stinger at the bottom of the hill.
As his driving gets more dangerous, a stinger has been set up ahead in an attempt to try and put a stop to this pursuit. The stinger is a retractable device designed to pierce a suspect's tyres, causing them to slowly deflate, forcing the car to come to a stop.
Stinger there.
It's a direct hit with the stinger. There'll be no more slipping through the net for this driver.
Stinger deployed. Yes, vehicle slowing. Speed 50.
The car stops and is quickly surrounded by the Interceptors.
Did that vehicle stop? Yeah, from 8, you've got two runners.
One of the criminals is captured and cuffed, but the heli crew suspect there's an outstanding offender.
I think they're still in those gardens there somewhere. I've definitely, the collies lost them. I saw them visually out the window. We thought there was only one runner from the vehicle. We're happy that there was only one occupant decamped from this vehicle, from the staff on the ground. Then we're quite happy from the scene that there was only one occupant of the vehicle.
With confirmation that there was only one runner who's already cuffed, and with no weapons found, the Interceptors are happy to send the helicopter back to base. The speeding burglar received 18 months behind bars for dangerous driving, a further 33 months in prison for theft, 4 months for driving whilst disqualified, and was ordered to pay £250 in costs. A great result for the Interceptors. The Interceptors always have to be ready to face any situation that they're confronted with. John Peacock is giving Brad and Jack a quick walk when an emergency call comes through on the airwaves.
Vehicle's just come past.
Got one vehicle between him and the Range Rover.
A Range Rover has been picked up by an ANPR camera in Skegness, and the driver is known to be disqualified with a history of violence. John's dogs could be needed should the wanted man become aggressive or try to leg it.
We've got 3 vehicles, 3 traffic mobiles in front of us, obviously me being the dog handler at the back.
Yeah, they put in a challenge at your convenience.
Okay, we've had authorisation from the inspector that we're going to be able to put a challenge in on this vehicle and bring it to a stop. We're going to move up now, close up the gap between us and the vehicle, and then we're going to pull it under street lights.
Traffic 200 metres ahead. Yeah, it's the challenge going in now from Tank Tanker 49.
The cars in front now try and box in the Range Rover.
We're going to come past you, Adam, and block him in. Yeah, it's a stop.
John moves in to finish off the T-pack and prevent the suspect from running across the carriageway. With a history of violence, the Interceptors are unsure of how the driver will react. He's cuffed, and knowing he's done for, he has one final message for his mum.
Sorry, tell me, Mum, I filmed it. I love it, yeah? Bye. Please, I love it, yeah?
And parting words for his passenger.
I love you.
With the wanted man on the way to the nick, The Interceptors give the car a quick going over and find a large wad of cash.
What do you want to do about this cash? It's got like £2 of cash in it.
Well, come in. Wait, do you want to
search it properly when we get back to Nick?
Are we taking it back to Nick then?
Yeah, we'll do
a search with the dog.
The Range Rover is seized and taken to the station for John's sniffer dog to get involved. It's now Jack's turn to play Interceptor and search the seized car.
There's a good dog, yeah. Good boy.
He's highly trained to sniff out anything suspicious, and there's no time to pause for thought. Jack's done his job and the car is clean.
Jack's done his little bit, he's done his search, he's not indicated on anything, he's not really shown any interest into anything, so we'll now do a search by hand with the firearms officers.
The wanted driver of the Range Rover was charged with driving whilst disqualified and having no insurance. He was sentenced to 14 days in prison and given 6 points on his licence. Still to come. Templeman's faced with a potential death trap.
God forbid you have a crash and kill someone.
It was to your face. We've just pulled up next to you.
And Sarah's taking no nonsense.
Sorry, mate. You're lying to me.
Coming up, Sarah gets an offer that she can refuse.
You're welcome to search me yourself if you want.
No, I can't. I'm a female, all right. It's just not the done thing, is it?
An amateur actor, Rich, is given a roadside audition.
Please go away and pretend you didn't see me.
Can't do that now, can I?
It's the early hours of the morning in Skegness, and Barry's on patrol in his dog van when he spots a Peugeot gunning it towards him. Veteran dog handler Barry Peach's dream car may be the British Aston Martin DB7, but it's a French model he's after tonight. He spins his van round and with the blues on, has to floor it to catch up with the pacey Peugeot. The driver of the Peugeot is pulled over and turned off his lights to try and hide, but Barry misses nothing.
Oh, then. You all right? What was all that manoeuvre about then?
Again?
What was all that manoeuvre about then?
What manoeuvre?
The one that you just come around here at a high rate and not turn your lights off, and can you driving down the road with no lights on?
No, I was just dropping the meter.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, drink at all tonight?
2, 3.
Okay. Use your manual driving. I'll require you to provide me with a specimen of breath for the purpose of the breath test, okay? Just come and sit in my car. Sit in the front passenger seat if you would, please.
Having admitted to having a drink, his mum may not be too happy with her lad. And neither is Barry, who takes driving under the influence very seriously.
When did you last have a drink?
About 5 minutes ago. 10 minutes, probably.
Okay, nice deep breath. Blow through the tube until it clicks, if you would, please. Okay.
The legal breath test limit is 35 milligrams.
Okay, you've provided a positive specimen of breath. Indicates you may have alcohol in your body above the prescribed limit. I'm arresting you for providing that positive specimen of breath. Legal limit 35. That's a fail and 80 at the moment, okay?
The bloke blows a mind-blowing 80, over twice the legal limit.
All I need to do is take to the police station. We'll be testing on the machine.
What's going to happen to me car?
It's going to stay there. We'll lock it up and leave it there.
This fella's face says it all as his fate hits home. And he's got a final request for Barry.
I know it's cheeky, but can I have a quick phone before we go to the police station?
No. There's a vehicle coming down this road here now. It's a van to take you to Skegness police station.
But before the man gets in the van, Barry has a few wise words.
Just jump out, mate. Obviously got a dog in the back. If you do start running away, the dog will come and find you. All right.
His car is parked and locked for him to pick up another day, leaving his passengers by the roadside.
He's blown
80 and fail, which is obviously twice the legal limit. He's been arrested, vehicle's been secured, he's going to be taken to Skegness Police Station where he'll be tested on the machine there.
How did we get home from here now?
Now stranded, his mate's best option would probably have been to get a cab.
How did we get home from here?
Walk, I'm afraid.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm 19.
19? You're old enough to walk home, aren't you? Yeah?
Oh, we got to walk
Sure,
home
my
from
dad
here?
wouldn't say that.
So ring your dad and get him to come pick you up then. Okay.
The lad was found guilty of driving whilst under the influence. He was fined £350, ordered to pay £120 in costs, and banned from driving for 16 months. He'll have a lot of explaining to do to his friends after their lengthy nighttime walk home. It's the late shift in Lincoln, and Sarah Capes is on patrol in the marked BMW. She's parked up on the lookout for any vehicles that catch her eye. Sarah's been on the force for 9 years. Her favourite chocolate bar is a Caramac. But tonight it's the tarmac she's more interested in.
Just have a look at this car. I think I'll stop that. She's got lights out.
It's not long before she spots a Ford Focus with some broken bulbs, and she quickly has it in her sights.
There he is. Stop this vehicle, it's got lots of lights out. So we could have a fuse problem. Is it your vehicle? Yeah, you just got, it's probably a fuse problem because you've got both your headlight and your side light out and your tail light and your brake light out on this side. So that's 4 lights you've got out on this car. I've just put my foot on the brakes, that side.
Sarah tests that the brake light is actually broken, but smells something suspicious.
I can smell cannabis. Who's been smoking it? Is it him? Any male officers, please, for a drug search, Tesco's area, please.
As a lone female cop, she'll need a male officer to search the passenger.
Have you just chucked something, mate? I can smell cannabis.
I haven't chucked anything.
Is that what you've been smoking? Don't throw it away, mate. No, leave it. Just keep your hands where I can see them. Have you got anything else on you?
No.
I've got some male officers coming down. They're going to give you a drug search, okay?
Details.
Have you got any ID on you? Are you known for cannabis? Have you been stopped by the police before? Have you got nothing else on you? Anything in the car?
Nope.
Just that joint?
Yeah.
Have you been smoking it as well? Just keep your hands out your pockets, babe, please.
The fellow with the spliff seems to have taken a shine to Sarah and has a cheeky request.
But I want a male officer to come down and sort this gentleman out before I carry on dealing with you, okay?
You're welcome to search me yourself if you want.
No, I can't. I'm a female, all right? It's just not the done thing, is it? But I'll give you a word of advice, mate. Don't get out of a car and walk off.
I didn't walk off, I stopped right here.
You walked
I wasn't
off.
going to leave, I stood out the
No,
way.
you got out of the car and you walked off. I mean, you get out of the car and you walk off, makes a police officer suspicious that you're up to something, okay? Then I smell drugs and you're out the car like a shot. Do you know what I mean? It just makes me... If you're just straight with me from the start...
I'm being straight with you, I'm totally straight with you.
Right.
Male officers arrive to deal with the passenger.
Just going to check he hasn't discarded anything else.
And Sarah searches the area for any other discarded drugs.
Smell cannabis in here. Have you got some in here?
And finds some weed in the driver's handbag.
Is that it? Come and take a seat in my car. I'm after a pen-tip church for a female I've stopped with some cannabis.
The newly introduced pen tip allows officers to deal with minor crimes by way of issuing a fixed penalty ticket.
I'm allowed to deal with you for this amount of cannabis by giving you a ticket at the side of the road. £90, okay, but it means that you don't have to come to a police station and be arrested. It's a one-time thing. So if you're stopped again, you will be arrested, do you understand? And if you are trying to sort out careers and everything else like that, having a drugs history on your police record is not a good thing, is it? And do you do anything for a living at the minute? Stewarding. Yeah. I'll just put security.
If the driver wants to pursue a career in security, she'd better take on board Sarah's advice.
Security work, they require to have a clean history as well.
The other officers have finished with the passenger.
Thank you very much for your time.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm just dealing with her for some that she's got on her.
Okay.
So if he's clean, then I'm happy.
Sound, yeah.
Right, lovely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers.
With the passenger clean, Sarah's left to deal with the paperwork.
All right, any questions? All right, good luck. Okay.
The driver was issued a £90 ticket for possession of cannabis and another for the broken lights. The passenger wasn't charged, but hopefully Capesy's stern words will make him think twice before smoking drugs again.
Yeah, just a small amount. There's probably only enough for a joint, one joint there. This is what the male discarded. Hopefully we won't be in contact with her again, and this will be destroyed.
An uninsured Audi TT has been caught by an ANPR camera, and a request is put out over the radio to keep an eye out for it.
Silver Audi TT coupe.
It's just gone past me. Isn't no 7 plate well, mate, is it?
It is.
Lovely. Just gone past me, mate, that.
It seems it's right place, right time for Rich. Reliant Robin owner Rich Precious loves amateur dramatics, but he needs to act fast to catch up with the wanted Audi.
Hello there. Just stay with the car for me, sorry. Stay in the car. How you doing? Right, okay. Reason I've stopped your vehicle is because at the moment it's been shown as, or not insured at all, to a male. Do you know this gentleman?
Yeah, it's my partner.
Your partner, okay.
As far as I knew it was,
right,
it's
okay.
normally just comes straight out of the bank account.
Right, okay.
Take my car off me or anything. Yeah.
If it's not insured, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah.
How will I get home? I've got to get my daughter from school.
The damsel in distress is hoping to charm Rich into bending the law so she can keep her car.
If possible, can I just make a payment to him now?
It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that, no.
Unfortunately for this driver, in Rich's eyes, the law is the law.
It's Midas PNC, no insurance yet. Audi TT.
But he does double-check with the Motor Insurance Bureau that there hasn't been a mistake.
It is unusual for a car like that not to have insurance, so unless she can prove to me otherwise that she's insured, then you know, we deal with uninsured vehicles in the same way for every vehicle on the road, which is that the vehicle will be seized regardless of how expensive it is or what it looks like.
With the MIB confirming that the vehicle is uninsured, Rich has to break the bad news to the driver.
Right. Now, with regards to the offence of driving with no insurance, I need to give you a ticket for that, yeah? Driving without any insurance is 6 points and a bigger fine. Yeah, you're allowed, listen, you're allowed up to 12 points before the courts will consider to take your driving licence off you. After 12 points, they may disqualify you. Listen,
You're just not tell the police.
I am the police. So no, I can't just tell the police. No, it's not quite as simple as that.
There's no way Rich is going to let her charm her way out of being uninsured.
And I can't deal. I'm sure you're a lovely person, right? But I can't deal with you any differently from anybody else that I deal with. All right? Yeah.
I need a clean driving licence, please. Please go away and send you to the CV.
I can't do that now, can I? Just give me a seat at the bottom there, please.
Pleading for no points may have gone to waste, but she and the passenger do at least get a lift home, courtesy of Lincolnshire's finest. While her TT is top-loaded and taken. The driver of the Audi faces 6 points on her licence and a hefty fine. despite her best efforts to persuade Rich otherwise.
It's very sort of black or white. You're either insured or you're not. And that lady, to me, wasn't insured. So she got a car taken off her, regardless of it being a very nice Audi TT.
Still to come.
I'm going to tell you what I've seen.
A white van man literally goes hands-free.
But points, there is no hands on your steering wheel whatsoever.
Coming up, Sarah stands up to an irate van driver.
Oi, what's your language? What's your language?
Almost 10 million miles are driven each day on Lincolnshire's 5,500 mile road network. And it's up to the Interceptors to remove any motors that are in an unroadworthy condition. Today, Interceptor Mike Templeman's out and about in the team's unmarked Audi when the vehicle in front catches his attention. Tempo may have a fashionable head of hair, but unknown to him, he's about to face premature baldness.
Just have a look at this white Transit that's gone in the opposite direction there. I think he had a light out and it just looks a bit looking vehicle, so just run it through.
Driving a white van isn't an offence. Not having working brake lights is.
Just turn your ignition on, put your lights on again for us, mate. When's your MOT due on this? It's not going to pass, is it, in the state it's in?
The lights are the least of his worries, as these tyres are balder than a bad day at the barber's.
Come here. Come here so I can show you this. What's wrong with that picture? Well, that hasn't happened overnight, has it? No. Then you're going to end up either killing yourself or someone else, aren't you? Well, you are, aren't you?
And it's not just one tyre that's in danger of a blowout.
This one's just as bad. You've got absolutely no traction on there whatsoever.
The minimum depth for treads is 1.6 millimetres. But Tempo won't need his tyre gauge to prove this one's illegal, as it's down to the cord.
Just turn your ignition back on, mate. I just want to see what lights are working, what lights aren't.
Unimpressed, Tempo puts the Transit through its paces.
Just do your indicators for us. And the other one. Keep it running. I want to check the back.
The backlights have more double faults than centre court. But it's the ball tyres that have got Tempo pumped up.
Because that tyre has worn down that much to that wire, it'll just explode. God forbid you have a crash and kill someone, okay, you're looking at death by dangerous driving, because it's the condition of the vehicle as well. And for that, you're going to end up on Greetwell Road. All right. It sounds melodramatic, but it happens. Okay, mate, take it easy. See you later. So that's a 3.5-ton van, that is. If that car's doing 40, 50 miles an hour and he has a blowout, he's not going to be able to control that. He'll end up either rolling it or driving it into a pedestrian or something like that. So, yeah, hopefully he'll have the intelligence to sort it out now before he gets himself in any more bother.
Mike's words seem to have sunk in, and the driver's opted for a trip to the mechanic first thing in the morning. Lincolnshire's Interceptors are cracking down on the 4 motoring offences that cause the most deaths, known as the Fatal 4. Drink driving, speeding, not wearing your seatbelt, and finally, using your phone whilst driving. Something that really gets under Sarah Capes' skin, and she doesn't let offenders off lightly.
Guy in the van on his phone. I was trying to confirm it before I stop him, see if he's still on the phone. I'll try and get up the side of him. Twice I've seen him get his free hand and do something to his face, so at points there is no hands touching the steering wheel whatsoever.
Capesy's in the unmarked Skoda, and one of the advantages is that she's able to pull up alongside the van and catch the driver red-handed.
Time to give a motorist telling off.
Capesy goes to have a word, and she's pulling no punches.
Right, I'm going to report you for driving whilst using your mobile phone.
Two hands free and it switched over, that's why I had to.
2 occasions you first come to light, I was going the opposite way as you were coming for the junction for Washington. That's when I first saw you on your phone. So that was a good half a mile ago. 2 occasions since, I've seen you use your free hand. You've got it like this. No. Listen, are you going to listen to me? You've got your free hand and you've done something to your face. So at points, there is no hands on your steering wheel whatsoever. Sorry? That's terrible. You're a professional driver, you should know better.
No hands on my steering wheel?
You've got no hands on your steering wheel. You've got one on your...
I went hands free, I was like that.
No, you weren't. It was to your face. We've just pulled up next to you.
But I had my hand on the steering wheel because I was trying to get it back onto hands free.
I'm not going to argue with you, mate.
It was on hands free.
I saw you as you were coming the opposite way.
Hands free, I was trying to get it back onto hands free.
You were talking it to your face.
Trying to get it back on hands free.
No, sorry, mate. You're lying to me.
I'm not lying to you. What do you mean?
This fella's excuses aren't working. Capesy remains level-headed and takes down his details.
Hi, it's Sarah on Tango 49. Can I have a name and a hash DL, please?
Losing the debate with Capesy, the driver now starts to vent his anger on the cameraman.
Can you take that camera away, mate, please? Get that camera off me.
Sorry, say again,
Get that camera
I
away
didn't hear
from me
that.
now.
Can you be quiet?
No. To film me. Get that camera off me
It doesn't
now.
have to have permission to.
Yes, it does have permission. You can't just film me. Take that camera off me now.
Sorry, just say again.
Get that camera away from me.
As the driver gets more agitated, Capesy's still keeping a cool head.
So get him away from
No,
me
it's
now.
just an aggravated driver.
Just get him away
It's
from me. I
fine.
don't want to be filmed.
Just
all right?
listen and you can drive
I'm not
off.
bothered. Just get him away from me. I don't want him
Oi,
filming me. Never
what's
mind,
your
I don't
language?
want him
What's your
filming me.
language?
Get him away from me now.
No, he's doing a job.
Well, Burrow's doing a job. You're not allowed to just film me. He's got me on film. Now get him away from me now.
No.
I'm going straight to. What's your number?
What do you do for a living?
No, it doesn't matter, does it?
Have you got a contact number?
I'm not giving you that now. At least give me a contact number. Yes.
All right, any questions? No? Okay.
Paperwork dealt with, Capesy's colleagues check she's okay.
Yeah, he was a bit irate, my last customer, but he's gone now.
The driver's attitude has done him no favours.
I'm going to write him up for the offence and I'll put some recommendations on the back. He would be eligible for a educational course if he hasn't been stopped for driving while using his mobile phone before, but I don't think it would do any good in this case, so I'm going to recommend that he gets the points on his licence.
Even with Capesy's recommendation, the mobile driver opted for a What's Driving Us course instead of points and a fine.